Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited for today's video because we are diving into some new products that I picked up from Sephora, Beauty Bay, as well as what I received in some of my subscription boxes. I love trying out new products. I love telling you guys what I think of them, and maybe you have the same opinions or difference. So we are going to be playing around with some of those products today. But before we jump into it, if you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. Hit the bell for notifications of new videos. And if you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. I really appreciate it. But if you want to see how I got this look using some new products, just keep watching. Okay, you guys. I haven't been feeling great, so I haven't been filming, and I need to get caught up because I have some new releases that I purchased and they've arrived, but I haven't had a chance to just sit down and play with them. So now that I'm feeling a little bit better, I decided we would dive back in, and today I want to play with the Dark Fantasy from Beauty Bay, which is an affordable palette. This has 20 colors in it, and I want to say it's $19.99 on Beauty Bay's website, but when you look at this color story, it is just... oh, so beautiful. Very dark as far as the mattes are concerned. You have some nice vibrant pops of green in here, and then the shimmers, like even the light is affecting like this silver shade right down here. I absolutely want to swatch them. As much as I've liked the Beauty Bay palettes in the past, not all palettes are created equal, and that doesn't matter what brand you're talking about. But so far I've never been disappointed with Beauty Bay, and I'm hoping that's the same with this palette as well. Also, looking at this, I have a feeling of what I want to play with, but I'm not sure. And sometimes swatching the shimmers will absolutely change my mind. So let's dive into this. Let's swatch some shimmers and see what we're playing with. Okay, this first shade is Transmission. Love this shade. It is a luscious gold. Then you have Encrypted. And it's interesting because this is more gold swatched. This is leaning a little more like green. Yep, there's definitely some green in this one. Then you have Machine. Oh, look at that emerald shade. Those three together are stunning. And then Nightmare. And this isn't necessarily a shimmer as much as like a satin. But let's go ahead and swatch those right there. Oh, see, this is showing up more gold and this is showing up more champagne. And the purple actually has, it looks like purple glitter in it, but it has satin undertones for the eyeshadow. Okay, swatching this batch of shimmers, and there's 5 of them, I think I know which direction I want to go with my look. This first one is Hack, and it is the palest of pinks. It is so beautiful. Then you have Distortion, and I absolutely want to use this shade. That is such a beautiful, like, plummy purple. I want to use these two together, actually. Then we have Grime, and I want to use this one as well, but I really want to use Distortion. And then we have Source. That blue is absolutely stunning. And this last shade is Code. Even on my thumb, it is so metallic and icy. It is such a stunning silvery white shade. So this one, Grime, is green leaning silver, or even silver leaning green, if that makes sense. And I kind of want to use these two together. I think it'd be interesting, but I really want to use these two together. I don't know. I guess we'll see. We'll see how I feel when we're in the moment. All right, so let's go ahead and swatch these 4 right here. Ooh, see, and now swatch together, I think those two would be really cool. And then this one right. It's so metallic. Okay, I'm gonna start out with the shade Reality. I'm gonna place that in the crease in the outer V before I go into my lighter shade. I'm just gonna pick that up on a fluffy crease brush. I actually think I'm gonna move over to a compacted smudge brush so I have a more defined area. I really like how that shade is right now. But I'm not trying to blow it out too crazy. I just need this edge right here. Just give us some shape. And I'm gonna go into the shade Algorithm, and just on my fluffy crease brush, I'm gonna pick that up and just on the outer edge, just dipping it ever so slightly. Now I'm gonna go into the shade Dark Matter. I'm just picking it up on my pencil brush and just in the outer V and into the crease a little bit just to define it and kind of amplify. I've done this once or twice before and I really enjoy how it looks. I don't want it too smoky. So slightly. Just gives a black shadow, which I absolutely love. Because I still maintain that purpley red shade that is just so beautiful. Now I'm gonna go into the shade Distortion. I'm just gonna, love that shade. Right here, in the center of the eye. I really like that. I'm gonna pick it up on a dry brush. Now going into the shade Grime and just ever so slightly picking that up. I'm gonna place it right here in the inner corner, but I'm going to marry it with this shade Distortion. Ooh, I love how that worked because it kind of looks like fireworks spreading into that purple. And just back into Dark Matter a little bit. I'm kind of in love with this eye look. Let me do this eye, I'll be back. I have some other new products. Okay, you guys, so I went ahead and already primed my face because I have a new foundation, skin tint. It's new. This is the Iconic London Super Smoother Blurring Skin Tint. Now it says it's a lightweight, hydrating skin tint with light to medium buildable coverage and a soft focus, semi-satin second skin finish. I'm interested to see, this actually has directions. Shake well and apply using your fingers, beauty sponge, or preferred brush. I prefer a brush. I'm not so big into like using my fingers for foundation as I am, like I'll use it for primer, but foundation to me is, it's weird. But compared to the size of my hand, like it's kind of a tiny bottle. So along with the foundation, I'm gonna use some things that I already have in my collection. Obviously the primer is also in my collection already. I try not to mix those things because then I don't know which one didn't work. But I know that I like the NYX Bear With Me concealer, so I'm using that. And then my KVD setting powder. So those I will use with the foundation. Okay, so it's just, I don't know, do I draw it on a little bit? I'll start one side. And I have mine in the shade Neutral Medium. I like how it looks. So I have natural redness. It doesn't matter. If I go and work out, it's even worse. but I like to cover up my redness. So this has toned it down a lot. I can still see a little of it peeking through. It does say it's buildable, so this is the first go around with it. Let me do the rest of the face and see. But so far, I mean, so far so good. All right, so this is one go round. I do see like my dark spots up here that I might want to put a little bit extra on, but I also don't want to like cake it onto my forehead, and that's what bronzer is for. So I like this because it feels light on the skin. It doesn't feel super heavy. It doesn't look like I'm wearing a whole bunch of foundation. I can see my natural spots peeking through, but I don't see all of my redness. Some of it, not all. But we'll see. I'm gonna go in a little bit more and we'll see. I do like that I can just use the bottle to kind of like draw it on where I need it to be. I don't think I need any more than that. So far so good. I'll see how it looks with powder on. It does look like, even though I put my Tarte Timeless on right here, it's starting to fall into my pores. That can change when I put concealer and powder on. So let's do that and I'll come back with some thoughts. Okay, you guys, so I have my powder on, concealer. The skin does look like it's a little bit smoother. I don't know that, I think I need to buy a darker shade of the NYX concealer because this I had when I didn't really have a tan. Yeah, it's in shade Vanilla. So I might pick up another shade because I don't like the very, very light under eye. I might need a darker shade. Now, as far as the skin's concerned, it did start to sink into my lines right here. It didn't matter that I had the Tarte Timeless on. Because it's a skin tint and it's thinner, a lot of times it does sink into these lines right here. I always have it fall into a line right here. But around my nose, it doesn't look horrible. The under eye, I don't know. I'm not sure that this skin tint is like what I would expect for, dare I say it, mature skin. I'm 38, you guys. I have wrinkles and lines that I am not a huge fan of. I've never done anything to my face as far as like filler or Botox or any of that. Have I thought about it? Yes, but it terrifies me to think about like needles in my face. We'll see how I feel after I do the rest of it, but so far I don't hate it, but I don't know that I'm in love with it. Let me do the rest. I could change my mind. We will see. Now to finish off the eyes, we need to dive back into Dark Fantasy. And I'm thinking, as much as I would love to play with some of these green shades and just pops of color, I kind of want to just stick with what I've got going on and keep it on the like dark purpley side. So I'm going to go into Algorithm first and pick that up on a small smudge brush. I'm going to place it ever so slightly and mostly over here, just because I want that purple in the outer corner. Now into Reality. I'm absolutely loving this burgundy shade. And now into Dark Matter on my handy dandy little pencil brush, just right here. You guys have to let me know your thoughts. I am in love with this eye look. I don't know why, but I always get distracted with my eyes. Let me know your favorite feature that you love to do your makeup on. I'm very interested. For inner corner and brow bone, as much as I want to do the icy silver code, I also want to use Hack, which is that pinky shade. I'm going to go into the shade Hack, which is that very pinky, I say very pinky. It is a light pink shade. I'm really liking this, and I haven't even done eyeliner or mascara. Now, I did pick up something else from Sephora, and it was kind of one of those holiday releases, and I've absolutely been loving Danessa Myricks' releases. I picked up this little combo. It is the Twin Flames Multi-Chrome Pigment, and then I have the Infinite Chrome Flakes in Disco. Now, I don't think I want to use this because I feel like it'll overpower it. And I'll use this another day. It is a lot of fun. But I want to play around with the flakes a little bit because I used this the other day when I did my video for the new Lightworks palette. And these Infinite Chrome Flakes are phenomenal. Do I think I need these? No. Do I want to use them? Look at those. You tell me if you would want to use these too. I need to swatch these so you can see. Look at that. And because it's got like a clear gel underneath, I don't think it will disturb what is going on with the eye. I don't know. I love shiny, sparkly things. And this is one of those that I'm just like, I don't know if you can tell. I am so excited to try these. If I could wear this to work, I would. So they're going on, but they're kind of sticking to my finger. Okay, you kind of have to pull and drag and place them. Okay, so I also have the Danessa Myricks silicone brush. I have one that I had picked up from Sephora and it works so well, but I'm gonna use this one because, I mean, it did come in one of my Trend Mood boxes. And see if I can pick up just a little bit. I'm not trying to pick up tons of it, but I also don't want it to just stick to my finger. Okay, guys, so there is a trick to this little silicone spatula thing. You can't just like get a little bit and think that it's gonna like pop and place it on there. You actually have to get quite a bit. Oh, shoot. I just really messed that up. Get out of my crease. Get out. Oh no. Whoops. And it's sticky, so it wants to stay where it's stuck. But I have my handy dandy Sephora wand and see if I can get it to come up a little bit. No. That I might have to wait till it dries down and like flake it off a little bit. But I really like these flakes because they're also picking up like the purple to green. So when you don't mess up your eye and when you go overboard. Granted, yeah, I can see it. I'm gonna let it dry down real quick. I just got a brow spoolie and flaked it off like I would my mascara. And that worked. Now, make sure that the eyeshadow is still where it needs to be. When I say I love playing with makeup, that is an understatement. I got home from work, I wanted to play around. This is a lot of fun. I do think I should swatch this just so you guys have an idea of what the pairing looks like. Ooh. And actually it has like a green shift. This is the shade VIP. Now that that's on there and I can just. Ooh, that is stunning. So metallic. And it has like a purpley magenta to green shift. I can kind of see it shifting, but it's just not doing it justice on camera. Like, I don't know if you can see, it kind of looks like an olive, but it's actually a light green. And then you're supposed to be able to put the flakes on top of it. So we'll pick some of that up and but that's what it would look like. That is stunning. Not sure what I'm doing for New Year's, but maybe this is in my future. Okay, now I need to finish off the rest of this face, and I have the Bronze Blush and Glow face palette from Beauty Bay. This was released, I want to say a couple months ago, but I picked this up with the Dark Fantasy palette, so I wanted to try it out. And I want to say I got it in medium dark. And when I got it, I was like, maybe I should have done light medium, because those shades are on the darker side. I may have messed up. I will try them out. I will see if I can just like slowly build. And if not, I have friends that would love to acquire this in their collection. Now, these two right here are blushes. This is the bronzer and this is the highlighter. I may have messed up. That is the thing with purchasing online. You never know exactly if it's going to be a perfect match. I was like, oh, that'll be fine. I mess up shade matching all the time. Okay, I'm going into the bronzer Cocoa. I'm going to use my contour brush, contour the cheeks a little bit. It's not horrible. I'm also going in lightly. Okay, I do like how it looks, and especially because Cocoa is such a deep shade, it also has like a cool undertone, so it's still kind of a shade that I can use for contour. We'll see, especially with setting spray, it can change it. Like, I like how it looks. I could be second guessing myself on this. Yeah, I messed up. I'm probably able to use that as a contour shade, not a bronzer. I think I'm gonna use Spice as, I'm gonna see if I can use that as a bronzer. But Cacao is not a bronzer for me. It is a contour. New. Well, we gotta do it over here too. It's a blush, not a bronzer. Don't do this. Alright, so I just grabbed my List No Minutes Matte Bronzer in Harmony. This one is their medium. This makes more sense. I should have just gone with my instinct that that was too dark and seen if a friend needed it. I should have known better. See, that bronzer on top of Cacao as a contour, pretty. I don't know what I thought I was doing. This is why I shouldn't record after work. Sometimes I just fail. I think I saved it. We'll see. I'm going to try this blush, which is Rosewood. I'm going in very lightly, like just a dip, like, okay, that's not bad. When I dipped in, like, there was a lot of dusting. It's pretty. This palette is way too dark for me. The good thing is, it's affordable and I didn't pay a lot for it. Okay, we're not even going to attempt the highlighter that's in here. I have another new one that I picked up. It's probably not new, but it's new to me. I have this one from Kokie. This is in the shade Heavenly. I've never used any of the Kokie like highlighters or the brand. I always see it, I hear about it, I've never picked it up. I'm going to try it out today. Ooh, it's so buttery smooth. Like super buttery. A Super Shock highlighter. Oh, that is beautiful. Okay, so if you want a very beaming highlighter and you want to look heavenly, this one from Kokie is stunning. I'm scared to know what the Beauty Bay one would have looked like, so we weren't even gonna chance it. Okay, I don't have any new brow, eyeliner, mascara, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and I haven't decided what lip product I'm gonna use. I have a couple new ones. I'll make that decision, and I will be back with my final thoughts. Okay, you guys, I am back, and this is the final look. I am absolutely in love with how my makeup turned out. My eyes. I am so infatuated by how they turned out. The shiny, sparkly, just, oh, the yumminess behind all of this. Let me know your thoughts down below. Do you like this dark, bold eye look? Is it something that you would try out, gravitate towards? Are you picking up the Dark Fantasy palette, which, can we just appreciate, one, how affordable it is, and two, the color story. I wasn't sure which way I was going to go in this palette, but I am really happy with the direction I went. The shades are beautiful. The shimmers are absolutely stunning. I'm excited to dive into this again and see what other looks I can create with this. But the burgundy and this shade right here, Grime, this shade is absolutely stunning. I didn't know that I was going to use it in the beginning. I was actually gravitating towards the pinky shade, and then I changed my mind. It's crazy how it works like that. Sometimes you never know what an eyeshadow looks like until you actually put your fingers in it and swatch it. You could probably go into some of the eyeshadow palettes you have in your collection now, look at them and go, what? Not really into that. But you swatch that shimmer or you swatch that eyeshadow and it could completely change your mind and opinion on it. So I challenge you, go and try out some of the eyeshadow palettes that you have in your collection. Maybe you only have one or two. Maybe you have an abundance. It doesn't matter. Go try them out and see the different shades that you have in there if you haven't tried every single color in those palettes. Because even then, there's some matte shades that I look at them and I'm like, that's not really my cup of tea. And then I use them and it becomes my favorite shade and I use it all the time. I'm just saying, makeup can surprise you. Now, this, absolutely love, but I have some thoughts on the rest of the things I used. Now, for my lips, I did go ahead and use the Fenty Stunna lip paint in Uncuffed. This is something that I received in, I think it was a subscription box. This shade is absolutely something that I gravitate towards, and it was in my haven't used new products. Has it been out for a while? Yes. But I actually haven't used it before and figured why not. So I thought I would mention what was on my lips because it is so light and nice and is breathable. I will say though, it is so light though, when I put it on, I had it all over my teeth. It wasn't cute, but it easily came off and it dried down so nicely. Very little transfer. Now, I made a mistake. I didn't color match properly. I probably should have just stuck with the lighter shades. I have a friend that can absolutely get some use out of this and I will pass it on to them. It's just to keep it for one shade that might be, maybe, possibly my contour shade. Let's be honest, this is not my color story. It is absolutely too dark. I went out on a whim, I tried it, it's just not it. So, it's not that Beauty Bay doesn't have good products. They do. I made the mistake, that's my fault. I'm glad that the price point isn't so high and I'm okay because I will give it to a friend who gets some use out of it and enjoys it. the Iconic London Super Smoother Blurring Skin Tint. Okay, I like how my skin looks right now, but I don't know if it's my favorite. Like, I'm getting the defined lines now, even though I've used a powder and I tapped them out. I just don't know that my skin loves it because it is starting to sink into my pores right through here. It looks nice on the exterior where my skin is smooth and not showing my age. I'll try it out. I'll try it with other primers. I will see. If I don't like it, I will get rid of it. I have friends that will probably get some use out of it. It's not my favorite right now. I like how my skin looks on like exterior parts of my face, but I don't like when my pores start to like show through. It could be the primer, it could be the products that I used on top of it. I will see. I'll try it with other concealers. We will try. The Kokie Soft Glow Highlighter, like I said, it's not a new product in their line, it's just a new product to me. And I'm glad I had it on hand because this highlighter is stunning. It beams. So beautiful. And last to mention, okay, I absolutely love Danessa Myricks. This little like set from, you can get it from Sephora. I feel like it is absolutely stunning. I love how when I look in the mirror and I'm looking at it just close up, I see the purple, I see the shade Grime, but then I see the Infinite Chrome Flakes, and I feel like it is absolutely stunning. I thought my eyeshadow was beautiful to begin with, but then just that one little difference. Let me know your thoughts. I'm really interested to know. Did you like it before I added the Danessa Myricks Chrome Flakes, or did you like it after? And do you have any of them in your collection? That is it for this video, you guys. Oh my goodness, I had such a good time. I thought this was about to be a fail, but I think I saved it. Let me know your thoughts. Talk to me down below. I will interact with you in the comments. And that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. Hit the bell for notifications, new videos. And if you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. I really appreciate it. And until my next video, you guys, bye. I'll see you in the next one.